My mother is a very instinctive cook and she rustles up a meal with whatever ingredients are there on hand. Once when she was visiting us, she made us this really delicious pudina paneer tikka, and that is what I'm going to be making for you today. To begin with, I'm going to cut this block of paneer into cubes. I'm going to grind the spices required to make this dish. So in that goes into my blender. I'm going to be using lots of pudina, about 1 cup. Half a cup of fresh coriander or cilantro. Next, I'm going to put in a couple of green chilies. You can add more or less depending on how spicy you like your food. 2 teaspoons of freshly grated ginger, 1.5 teaspoons of kala namak or Himalayan black salt. If you don't have kala namak, you can use regular salt, but I would suggest that you try and use kala namak as it gives this dish a beautiful flavor. And finally, I'm going to put in half a cup of hung yogurt. To make this, you need to take 1 cup of regular yogurt or dahi and place it over a cheesecloth on a strainer and allow the excess water to drain. After a few hours, you will have half a cup of hung yogurt. It is very important to use hung yogurt in this dish or else the excess whey will dilute the spices. I'm going to blend all this together into a smooth paste. Look at this beautiful fresh green color. It is wonderful to look at and to work with. I'm going to transfer this green goodness into a bowl. And then put in a teaspoon of kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves. I'm going to mix it up together. And then I'm going to coat the paneer pieces with this masala paste. I have some chopped tomatoes and bell peppers and I'm going to dip them into the marinade and place them into the tray. Now I'm going to get started with the bell peppers. Now this needs to marinate in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, and this way all the wonderful flavors from the freshly ground spices seep into the paneer. And if you don't have time, just pop this into the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes. The paneer and the veggies have been marinating in the refrigerator. Now I'm going to thread them into some skewers and place them on a greased tray. If you are using wooden skewers, you need to make sure that you have soaked them in water for a few hours, and this will prevent them from getting burnt in the heat of the oven. I have a few pieces of paneer remaining and I'm going to put them towards the end of the skewers. And this is looking awesome. My oven has been heating at about 200 degrees centigrade, and I'm going to put this tray into my oven and grill these paneer pieces for about 20 minutes. I'm putting the tray into the top rack of my oven, and this will ensure that the paneer pieces are grilled nicely. Halfway through the cooking, I'm going to turn the skewers around once to make sure that the paneer pieces are cooked evenly on all sides. I'm just going to sprinkle some chaat masala over the paneer tikka. If you find that the paneer tikka is too dry, then you can just brush the tops with some melted butter or ghee. This looks so good that I wish I could share it with you and you would know how good it tastes. But since I can't do that, I urge you to give this a try and experience these brilliant flavors for yourself. So enjoy your paneer tikka, and I'll see you again soon.